Welcome to another stream. Today is a very first episode of using data and AI to change everything about your life. All right, so in this particular stream live session, you're going to learn how to use data and AI to change things about your life. In fact, everything about your life that you want to change, you can use the right techniques of data and AI to do that as well. All right. Okay, so let me confirm if I can be heard from my phone. Then we go on AI to change everything. Okay, we are good to go. Right. So if you're new here, I'm Francisca Miliana Zonki, mostly known as Miss Miliana, your tech educator, based in Accra, Ghana, and the founder and lead instructor for the Digital College, where we get to train you in the right digital skills to build the right career in this modern age, right? All right, so straight into session. Today's session is the first of its kind, and we are going to have multiple of that as well, right? So we are going to have about 4 to 6 episode of this live sessions of using data and AI to change things around you, right? To change everything around you as well. So for this, there's going to be a slide showing, and the slide is mainly for you to be able to maybe screenshot and utilize it in whatever you're going to do. And we are going to get into it right into that as well, right? Okay, so what is this whole thing about? We've I have a philosophy that if you really don't know what you're doing with your life, you wouldn't be able to use the right tech tools to make more impact or amplify your experience, right? So there's so much buzz going on that learn AI. There's so much buzz going on that you can use AI to start a business. There's so much buzz going on that you can use AI to do YouTube automation, make money online, literally. And it's so much like from experience, it's difficult to just take AI and say, I'm using it to make money. You have to have the right guide, right? And most of the time, I believe so that the right guide comes from you getting to know who you are, what you are doing, what you want to do, and move with it. So if you don't really understand that, you are going to learn a lot of things, join a lot of courses, join all the free courses you can find, watch all the YouTube videos you can watch, but still wouldn't be able to materialize what you want to achieve, right? And sometimes you unlock some money using the tools for like a period of time and the money will stop because you really do not know how to put in the structure, you really do not know how to put in the systems to make it consistent. So that is what the data I use data and AI to change everything is all about. Giving you the right backbone or the right backpack to be able to know what to do, right? To be able to start from the right track, right? So let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen. So what will happen is I'll share my screen sometimes and then also take it off so that I can talk to you more and you focus on me more, right? Okay, so the very first thing I want you to take seriously is your life. And one major thing we take seriously, if you get into, maybe if you see an entrepreneur or a business woman, a business person, they take their business seriously. They actually take it seriously. We pray over our business, we pray over things as well, right? And so therefore, why don't you do the same with your life? Treat your life like a business. Do not just leave it to the chance. Do not just say, oh, thank you, Lord, for waking me up today. And then you go on with your life thinking of what to do. No, you should be able to actually proclaim great things into your day and know that, oh, as I am going out today, if I get to teach, the one person that comes to watch my video is going to be blessed out of it. you have to be very intentional about it. And it's not it's not going to be like, well, sometimes it can be that you just wake up one day and say that I'm done with my mediocre life. I'm taking my life seriously and move. Sometimes too, you take it and you fall back again and you have to pick it up again. But if you are able to take your life as a business, it's going to change a lot of things from you. You're going to see it in a different perspective. You're going to be able to sit down with yourself and know what is going on well and what is not going on well. Right. So that's the very first thing I want you to take. If you are here today and you don't believe in anything that's happening in the world right now, I would say that believe that your life can run as a business and it's going to change your life, right? Yeah, believe that. I am an example of that. Believe that. Review your life. It's very, very important. But the main reason I say treat your life like a business for this course or for this session is that there are three major, from my school of thought, there are three major departments in a business that makes the business run very well. Okay, three major parts department. There are so many departments, but if these three departments stop running, chaos will happen. Yeah, and that is the operations department, the finance department, and the sales and marketing department. If the sales and marketing department stop, hmm, money will stop coming into the business. And if cash flow is not in the business, trust me, the business will start shaking and fall at some point. Finance, if you don't have a good finance system, structure, management, same will happen, because there has to be, if the cash is coming in, there has to be a way to know that the cash is sustainable, the cash is managed well, the cash is bringing more cash. So if there's no finance, you break down. Even as we humans, one major thing that makes us work a lot is because of what? Money. We need to make money so that we can get food to eat. We need to make money to do that, right? So finance is quite very, very important. And then the operation part of a business is when, like, how everything has to run. If the things are not running, if operation is not running to get the right services to the right people, if operation is not running to get the right products to the right people, you are not in business. So these are the three major departments that runs a business. Okay, three important departments. So now that you've taken your life as a business, you've taken yourself as a business, these are the three major departments I want you also to take seriously from today onwards. Take it seriously, okay? Take these departments seriously. You can do this for yourself. Do this for yourself. Do this for your business. Do it for your career. Anything. Like, just take these three. Okay. So you're going to go into each of them, right? You're going to go into each of them and know what are some of the things that will classify as the operation part of things, the finance part of things, and then the sales and marketing part of things as well. Please hold on. All right, sorry about that. All right, so the very first department that we are going to talk about for your life is the personal operations department. So your operations, as a human being, you operate. Yeah, as a human being, you operate your health and physical well-being. In fact, I'm very sure that this is not the first time you are hearing that your health is your wealth, right? Or health is wealth. Like, there's so much bars on that, or you've heard it somewhere. If you are here, I'm sure you want to be better. So, and it's very, like, at this point I say that all the news you hear or all the advices you hear, you keep hearing it. Ask yourself, why do I keep hearing it? It's because it's really true, right? So your health and physical well-being is very, very important in this part of your, like, as an operations. If you don't have a healthy body, you can't operate well, right? So what you eat, exercise, what you do to your body is very, very, very important. So that's one operations that you have to take seriously. Another operation is sleep and rest. I had to learn this the hard way. And I'm grateful that I've learned it now. And I know that the rest is very, very important. I heard from one preacher that rest is a way of actually refueling for you to do more job, right? So sometimes you feel like you have to keep going, 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 going. You have to keep on doing the work because you have to. But if you don't rest, you have to also rest. If you don't rest, you are going to break down. So sleep and rest is very, very important. And we've also heard some motivational speakers say that you have to sacrifice sleep sometimes and all that as well. But why would you put yourself in that distress, and at the long run you are not going to get so much results? Trust me, from experience. When I used to work, when I was in my workaholic era, I didn't do a lot like doing what I do now, well, where I put rest as a priority as well, right? Being a workaholic doesn't mean you are getting things done. You may think you are getting things done, but at the long run, the results that yields out of it, it's quite minimal. So when you rest and then revise everything, have a good body, have a healthy body to work with. So take your sleep and rest very serious. Daily routines, your time management, productivity, education, and skills. In fact, these are a lot of activities that you do that you don't take it seriously. So this is really data that you have to collect about yourself. So that is where the data, using data, comes in from. And also, when you take it into the business world, it's the same thing. Okay, do not think about it. It's like it's the same thing. The business fiscal well-being is very important, right? As well. And education and skills development is one thing you have to take seriously, right? So this is really your personal operations, your career development, your work responsibilities, your personal projects. Do you have a personal project? Like, do you, like, ask yourself right now, do you have a personal project? What is your personal project at this point in your life? Do you have one? Do you? If you don't, please sit down and like think of one. And most of the time, your personal projects are things that you are passionate about or things that you want to um contribute to, right? Business activities, relationship and family responsibilities, home management, spiritual and emotional well-being, digital habits, and screen time. For some reason, I think 10 to 20 years ago, screen time wasn't a big deal, but now it is. Okay, well, it was a big deal in a different aspect whereby we are talking about television, but now we have the mobile phone as well. Your personal administration. Do you even know what your personal administration is? Like, what is your admin work as your human self, right? Like, how do you run on your day, on a weekly basis, right? How do you move things around? Your planning and decision making, your tools and apps, systems you use, and goals you process. These are activities that are going to actually advance your operations as a human being and even as a business, right? So when you're able to take data in this regard about yourself, in fact, if you are here and you are looking at all this, I even ask yourself that how many out of all this, how many of them do I really? It's about 16 here. How many of them do I even know about myself? What's my, like, how healthy am I? Do you know how healthy you are? Do you know the type of, if like even looking at the type of food you eat, are you that healthy? Hmm? How many hours do you sleep? What are your rest mechanic, like what are your rest systems? If you want to rest, what do you do to rest your brain, your mind? What are your daily routines? Like, looking at it, even your time management, are you good at it? Like, do you have a good time management skill? Like, are you good with managing your 24 hours in a day? All these things are very, very important, and trust me, if you're not able to unlock it and build something around it, it's really going to disturb you. Where, what I mean is that for you to be that bougie person you want to be, for you to have that lifestyle you want to do, you have to take all these things into consideration. Okay, you have to take into consideration. And so now let's talk about the data part of this department. So we just spoke about the operation department, about your life. And then now, what are the data you have to collect to make sure that your operation department is going on well? One, your time, the time you sleep, the time you work, the time you learn, the time you use to move about, like transporting yourself to work, transporting yourself to school, coming back, the time you spend on social media, your time. That is going to help you with what? Time management. And look at it this way: if you're able to build time management skill for your personal life, it will be easy for you to replicate it in your work. So you go to work and your time management is great. Your sleep, time you sleep, time you wake up, how many hours of sleep do you have? It's very, very important. Your health, right? How do you exercise, how frequent do you exercise? Do you know that? Or you're just winging it in life? Please don't wing it in life if you really want to be better. The next is productivity, right? When you how do you plan your tasks, right? How do you run things? Are you a last minute person? Are you a last minute person? Even if you're a last minute person, you should know how to process a last minute stuff, like, and know how to work with it. How do you complete stuff? If you are not done with a project, how do you go about it? I unlocked something seriously whereby when I was in high school, junior high school, they used to give us a lot of assignments, right? A lot. I'm talking, you see, there's this official sheet, right? A very long foolscap sheet with how many sides? Four sides. And one particular subject, we're doing about eight subjects, right? Or nine, I think nine subjects. One particular subject can give you an assignment to fill out about four A4 sheets, and you will get that type of assignment, like from three different subjects in a day. So you have to do all that and submit it the next day. I I don't know, like as young as I was like, I can't go through that process. I can't. I just can't do how many, like, write, and you're going to write throughout. So what I did is I will send an unfinished task that not submit a tax at all. So if I'm writing, I'll finish at least 222 A4 official sheet for all the three subjects. I know that at least if I submit, my name is there. It's better that my name is not there. At least let me get 50% than get zero, right? So that is what I even sent into my real work, right? If there's a deadline and I'm not able to meet it, I am going to be very like clear that, okay, though I've not met it, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I have done so far, and this is what we can do, and all that. And this is the reason I was not able to do it. So can you give me time? And that has built me some trust because, oh, she'll tell you straightforward. It's not, the time is not conducive. I need more time. And she has been able to do so, so, and so, and so. And when I realized that is a good thing in some areas, because some, if you're doing a serious corporate 9 to 5, it's not allowed. And you have a toxic boss as well. It's not allowed. But then I don't want that. So I will have to find myself in a situation whereby I can do that effortlessly and still deliver my work. So it became a thing. So how do you go about it? I had to go through that productivity and know that, oh, I can use it as a way to show my honesty, a way to show that I need more time. Do you do that? Are you able to take a data around that thing? Right. Right. You also have to take your learning seriously. We always learn in a day, but are you sure that you've learned something today? Take it seriously that you learned something today. As young as I was very young when I said this, at age 3 to 4, 5, 6, or thereabout. I used to say this a lot because everybody was asking, why are you growing so much? Why are you growing so tall? I was like, every day when I sleep and wake up, I grow tall and I learn new things, right? So in my mind, I have to learn something new to match up my height. So at a point in time, it became a normal thing to do. But if you are serious about you living the lifestyle you want to live, right? You making the dollars you want to do have, you working remotely and moving all about, you traveling all across, you really have to, please hold on. I want to know how many people are here. You really have to know you really have to know, like, what do I learn? How long am I going to learn for? Okay, in a week I want to learn for 2 hours, or in a week I want to read this book. You should be able to learn something. And your career, right? Do not leave your career to chance. Do not leave your career to national service. Do not leave your career to, or wherever I get a job, any job is okay for me. No, you should know your skills from the school you went to, the courses you did, what was so interesting for you. Pick that. Then you move on to saying that, okay, I want to build this, I want to be known in this industry. This is what I'm going to go in for. And start applying to jobs in that regard. That makes it easy for you to go through. That makes it easy for you to know, okay, like, if I see this job, I can go. That makes it easy for you to even reach out to people, reach out to the right people to work with. And then now you will not be applying and getting so much rejections, because sometimes you are getting rejection, and it's not because you are not good, but it's because you are applying to the wrong places, right? You're applying to the wrong places. From personal experience, the jobs that I knew that I wanted, when I applied, I got them. Even with the one got delayed for like 6 months, but I still got it. But the jobs that I'm just like, oh, let me wing it and see, I really got a rejection. And I knew that, oh, yeah, and didn't feel bad. But when you are so sure for, oh, I just need a job, a job, please sit down and do that analysis of your career, where you want to go. So these are the data, like collect data to know where you're going. Oh, okay, I've learned all this. Okay, this is the subject I want to go into. You know, don't think you don't know. If you don't know, define it. Book a one-on-one consultation with me, and I'm going to show you that you know what you want. All right. Then also your weekly goals. What are your goals for this week? In fact, it's a new week. What are your goals for this week? Right. One of my goals is actually, let me just say this yet, is to review my YouTube channel. So my week is YouTube week. That's an example, right? And how are you going to accomplish it? Is there any delays? Know all those things. So you can screenshot this and keep it. It's very, very important for you to know that as well. Your relationship, quality time, important conversation, people contacted, and all that as well. S- I don't know if anybody's in my shoe in this point. If you're in my shoe, let me see. Type shoe in the comment section right now, whereby you just feel that it's only you. You don't really have friends that you talk to. Let me see if I'm the only one, right? That was me a year ago. But when I sat down and analyzed my relationship, I realized that I wasn't showing up for my friends. Like, my friends could call me that, oh, let's hang out. And immediately I'll turn it down. So if I'm not showing up, my friend is not going to be able to like say, "Oh, let me talk to this person." So it's like I had to be active. Oh, okay. So it seems like I'm the only person. If you ever watch this live and you are someone that thinks that, oh, I'm just a solo person, please drop a comment that's true or solo person here. But one thing you should know is that you have to show you have to be active. You have to show action. Literally, that's what came in mind when I did the analysis of my relationship, because I was like, okay, I'm great with my family, but what about my friends? Okay, I lost some friends, but what about my new friends? What do I do? And all those things. And it became clear you have to build that, right? Quality time, conversations, having in quote some of the hard conversations. These are all data. Like, please take it. Oh, this is it. Your digital habits, right? Your screen time, the apps that you use often. We are all guilty at some point about using a lot of social media. But anytime you open social media, and you are there for some minutes or for some hour. In fact, it shouldn't be hours. Ask yourself that, what is this giving me? Can't I do anything else? It's very, very important. Then your emotional well-being, right? Your emotional well-being is very, very important. I I realized I was having a conversation with someone, and that conversation gave me a headache for the whole night. And I said, never again. But have you ever sat down to realize that as someone is causing me to not be emotionally okay? Have you ever sat down that, oh, because I spoke to this person, my mood just changed? Have you ever done that? Because I spoke to this person, I'm more confident. Because I spoke to this person, I feel intimidated. Why am I feeling like, if you are able to take that data about yourself, then now you know, okay, talking to this person boosts my confidence. To this person makes me feel intimidated or timid. Why am I feeling timid? What is she saying to me, or he saying to me that is making me timid? If you're able to gather all those data about yourself, it makes you know how to move in life. It makes you know how to move in life in terms of everything that has to do with you, your work, your business. And trust me, if you have good energy, you have good frequency, you have good well-being, your work will go well, your business will go well, everything will go well for you. And you will see that it's the little things, right? The little things that I've mentioned here, right? That makes it so. So please take them seriously. And also, if you're taking your data about your life, right, your personal departments of your life, ask yourself these questions. These are some of the questions you can ask so that you get to know the data you're collecting. So get a journal. Ask yourself, where is my time going? Right. So today you have joined us here learning, right? Okay, so my 1 hour to 2 hour for Sunday, I am using it to learn something new, right? What activities gives me energy, right? Fun fact. One of the activities that gives me energy is hosting events and having a lot and chatting with people, like just on good topics as well. What are some of the activities that drain me? Um, Activities that, like, maybe let's say in quotes, gossiping. Like it's like, why are we gossiping about this person? But yeah, which habits are helping me grow? So you have to have that, like, what are the things that will help me grow, and what are the things that are delaying my progress? Ask yourself those questions, right? So this is data. And trust me, data analytics that we teach here on YouTube on the Digital College page is so practical in your real life, just like what we are doing here. So we are using data to build something better for yourself. All right. What do I keep starting without completing? This is very, very important. What do I keep starting without completing? There are lots of people in that, and I have experienced it before. I can start something new, but finish it was so hard, and I you have to notice it, right? There are a lot of things that you do that you think, oh, you just stop it at in the middle, like, in quotes, wanna be content creators, right? Some people are just, oh, I want to be a content creator, but they never go through to make sure that they are content creators. They'll post once a month and then they'll say, oh, I will try that again next month. They'll start first of the month, and by third of the month they stop again. It's like, what keeps you doing that? You have to find it. So if you are able to answer these questions honestly to yourself, you are collecting data about your operations of yourself, how you operate as a person, is very, very important. I am spending more. Okay, so another question is, am I spending more time consuming or creating? And trust me, your I just realized that I see a lot of trustees. Your creating should be more than, in fact, your creating should be equal to your consumption, right? What you consume should be equal to what you create. So ask yourself, when you spend so much time so much time on social media scrolling, is that the same time you spend creating something, right? Okay, not everybody will be a course creator, but whatever you want to create, are you creating it? Then what systems can make my life easier? If you're able to ask yourself these questions almost every week, almost every month, you are going to see a transform. life happening to you. Your operations, you operating as a human being is going to change drastically. Okay. So the next department of your life that I want you to take data off, right? So we are still in the data phase. Then we are going to get into the AI part of things. The next department is your finance department. It's very, very important. And people, in fact, a lot of people forget about your operations part of things and focus on finance. And that is when they are like, oh, I need, like, they go for the job because of the money, right? For example, I didn't want to focus, I really didn't want my whole life to be centered around finance. What I mean by that is I realized that 90% of when I was at the bank working, 90% of the people at the bank were working just so that their finance department of their life is stable. And they never found stability, right? Even with salary increments. I was at the bank when there was salary increments. I was at the bank, they gave bonuses, but still people weren't still stable in their finance department of their life. All right. And that got me thinking. And some people, like, we had an issue of someone dying out of fatigue and all those things. So because it's more of like they make their finance department, the finance department of their life, dictates their operation part of their life, and they stay on that rather than making sure that their operation part runs smoothly and their finance part runs smoothly. It's like they have to run um parallel, not diagonal, or not this one in being influenced by this one. If you are running with finance only, you are literally either running out of fear because, oh, I don't want to go broke, so I have to work. I don't want my boss to have bad what, so I have to work. But if you have the right operations, you work out of excitement. You work because, oh, I need to make things great. I feel great, so everything about me will be great. But most of the time, most people I come across are not feeling great, and they have to do great work. So for you not to feel great and you are doing great work, you're going to stress yourself so much that you don't even get to rest. And that's bad. So bad. So bad. All right. So, what one major data or one major thing about your finance department is your employment income. So, when you are working and you are getting an income, right? You really have to take data on it, like write it down. If you are running a business, your business income, you have to write it down. I mean, the money, the payment, the salary your business pays you personally, because your business is also a different entity. Then your freelance income, any additional incomes that comes in, write them down. Your monthly expenses. So if you're able to write your income down and you write your expenses down, you should realize that maybe sometimes your expenses are more than your income, so you have to now start to cross to see which one is going to be um is going to be less, should I say. Okay, it's going to be in fact, should I say less? No, which activities you have to take off your expenses so that your income will be higher, because your income has to be high than your expenses. If your expenses is higher than your income, then there's a big problem, right? Yes, when you're going to go into debt as well. Your monthly expenses has to be there, your bills and financial responsibilities. Those are mostly the fixed things that comes in your savings, your first investments, your debt. Sometimes you have debts, right? Your emergency fund, your insurance, your taxes, your financial goals, your assets, your liabilities. Please take this thing one after the other and learn about them, especially assets and liabilities, because we were taught wrong. Things that we thought are assets are really not assets, they are liabilities. Given family support, right? Most of us in the African community, when you start earning some money, you actually give out some support to your family, right? Or you are here and you are the breadwinner of your family, you have to take it serious. So you have to take all these things. In fact, I'm not saying this that, Oh, take note of it. Oh, I'm saying that sit down and about them. Write about the money you receive in the month, in fact, and then the money you want to even receive. Right? Sometimes you are receiving 2,000 Ghana cedis and you or $200 and you want to be receiving like $1,000 or 10,000 Ghana cedis monthly, but you're not there yet. If you don't write it, you in fact you will just be there praying for it. But sometimes when you write it and see things, you're like, no, it has to change. All right. So if you are taking it seriously, please take data on them, right? The money you received, the things you bought in a month or in a day. So like start first, do that. Especially how do you do that? When you are coming from work or you're going to bed, you can just write down things you bought in a day and how much you spent or how much money came in and how much money like went in as well. Okay, so please take note as well. All right. Okay. The next thing is also your savings. I saving and all that as well. Investment, emergency funds, and all those things. Please take data on them. When I say take data on them, I mean I mean let your let your activities be recorded, right? Record your activities. That's right. Record your activities because I always say that data are just recordings of raw facts and figures, right? So record your activities. And when you're recording your activities, you should answer these questions. How much do I earn every month? Ask yourself that and write it down. Right. So how much did I earn this week? How much did I earn today? Sometimes when you start doing that, you realize that so I have to wait for 30 days before I get paid. Is that so cool? Why can't I do something that can be making me money every day? Like money should be coming in every day. That's ideal. But sometimes do you earn monthly and you're like, okay, so I've earned 10,000 Ghana cedis this at the end of the month. Let me split it across my 30 days in a month. Let me see how much I earn in a month. I used to do that as well so that I know that, oh, this is how much I earn this month or something like that. So you have to do that. Also ask yourself, where does my money go to, and write it down. So that's where your expenses come in. Then now you also have to find out, am I spending more than I'm earning? It's really like something, right? It's really something like we go through. A lot of the youth go through that. They are spending a lot than they are earning. And sometimes it's the hardest truth you can like hardest pill you can swallow because you realize that you're not the only one going through that and you can't really complain, but you have the ability and the capability to change that for yourself. And for you to be able to change that for yourself, you have to take data about it. You have to record it. When I say take data about it, just put it in your mind, record it. Okay, how many so the next thing is what expenses can I reduce, right? If you are making lesser than you are spending, then there's a problem. You have to sometimes sacrifice. I went through that sacrificial part of things whereby I even shaved my hair to have a short hair for close to 3 years or 2 to 3 years, just so that I won't spend on my hair. Yeah, that's it. Because how can I be spending about 200 Ghana cedis every month, whilst I'm earning about 7 to 800 Ghana cedis just for my hair? And transportation is about 400 Ghana cedis per month. Gone are those days. So you have to reduce some things, and it's not forever. So do not overthink it sometimes. Yeah. The next thing is that some of the questions you have to ask yourself is how many income sources do I have? If you have one, at this point you have to start thinking of the second because sometimes or how to increase that one. Sometimes maybe the one you have is a business, So that business can bring you more money, but you have to find out how to do that. If you are working, right, and you have a monthly income and it's still not, it's just one, you have to think, okay, what's the next side hustle I can do? We call it side hustle. I can't do. Is my income growing, right? If your income within 6 months is not growing, ha, it's questionable. I've gone through that, right? And when you start asking yourself questions as early as the very first or second month, you can move further as well. And then how long could I survive without receiving income? And am I investing enough into my future? And one other thing that is not on the questions here is, am I building an asset? Ask yourself that. Am I building an asset, right? And what that means is that, what are assets? Assets are simple terms, things, or yeah, things, tangible or non-tangible, that brings in money into your account. All right. So as I'm here, one thing I learned is that our social media platforms could be an asset. By you using it to just scroll on other people's platforms, or you are building your platform to also become an asset. So you building your platform for becoming an asset, it's like you just have to pay with your time and your knowledge and your effort. Sometimes all the money that you need is to buy equipment like your light, your camera, or your a better phone, what else? Your mic, right? And then just put in time to record a valuable thing and build that asset. Because when you have 100,000 um subscribers on your YouTube channel, and every month you dish out content and they are paying you, that's an asset. So though you don't have a land, you have an asset through your YouTube channel. Have you thought of it that way? So please do that. And that is going to set you up to be better financially. So now let's talk about, in fact, one of my favorite parts is the sales and marketing department, because that is where a lot of people are lagging, right? Or a lot of people are wannabes, right? They want to, but they just feel like it's it's a lot of work, right? But if you don't take your life as a business and mind your own business and make sure your business grow, you yourself grow, you're going to be part of, oh, I've done it, I'm going through it and I'm not getting it. It's that simple. So when we talk about the sales and marketing department of your life as a business, we are talking about your personal brand, we are talking about your reputation, we are talking about your communication skills, your networking, your social media presence, your CV, your portfolio, your LinkedIn profile, your business, your professional website or your business website, your content creation activities, your job application, your freelance proposals if you're into freelancing, your business pitches, your community participation, your public speaking participations and all that, your partnership, your testimonials, your recommendations, relationship management, follow-ups, negotiations, customer or employer feedback. So you can see that it cuts across wherever you find yourself. So if you are like a 9 to 5 person, what is your personal brand? Like, what's your CV like? What's your portfolio like? What's your LinkedIn profile like? If you're a business owner, what's your business website like? If you're a freelancer, how is your proposals like? If you are a business that pitches to other businesses, like how, or other organizations, how is it like? That's like the sales department about yourself, especially, right? So for me, for example, I'm going to use my story as an example. I am an educator, right? I create courses. How is it like for me? How do I get to build my personal brand to keep teaching people? How do I keep my reputation so that people trust that I'm the best tech tutor? How do I keep my communication skills going so that they know that I'm good at speaking? My public speaking, I am a public speaker. My invitations, how many invitations do I get in a month at least? All those questions are things, right? So you don't just live your life but to chance that, God, please bless me, and you don't know how to build your own personal brand, or you are not even building your own personal brand, you have just left your personal brand to build itself. Unfortunately, it will build itself, but it's not going to build it as you want. You have to put in the effort to build it right. That's the truth. You have to build it right. So your sales and marketing departments actually move you to the next level. You marketing yourself, selling yourself, move you to the next level. If you don't take it serious, you won't move to the next level. And so please take data around them. Please take data around your how you sell yourself and market yourself. How you sell yourself and market yourself. Please take data on them. It's very, very, very important. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about some simple in fact the data you have to collect around you building your sales and marketing departments of your life, your visibility. Visibility is a broad topic. In fact, on 21st of August, I'm going to be talking about visibility in one event I am invited to, right? And it's very, very interesting. I wish, I don't know if it's going to be recorded, but I pray I record it and I'll share that. But when it comes to visibility, it's very, very important for you to move on to the next level. Because if you're not seen by the right people, if you're not seen, we wouldn't know you. We wouldn't know you if you're not seen. We wouldn't know what you have if we don't know you, if you don't know that you know it. So if you say you are good at something and you don't let us know that you are good at it, how will we know? So you have to also take a deliberate effort to record yourself. If you are, in fact, for example, I'm doing this live session, I'm a tech tutor, I say I'm an educator. I'm doing this live session. It's a way of building my visibility for you to know that I am your best tech tutor, right? I am publishing content on LinkedIn and social media platform just to build my visibility. I get to realize, oh, the number. And I even mentioned it that this week I'm looking at making sure that I review my YouTube to see how it's doing. Dig it. Your visibility is very, very important. Take it very seriously and take data on it. Record what you are doing online, right? If you don't record it, you're just going to wing it, and winging it is not right. Your content, what type of content do you want to even share? You have to know that. Your network, who are the people you know? Do you know the people you know? Fun fact, I realized the people I know through the people I know. I don't know if you get it. So I have my friends and they'll ask, oh, can we get things done? And I'll be wondering, oh, let me check my contacts. Me, I don't know anybody. First, that's what I used to do. Oh, me, I don't know anybody. I don't know who is going to do it for us. So I sat down and realized that I have people, and then I mention their names, and then I have relationship with them. When they come into mind, I check up on them so that I'll know what they do. Right? Do even people know you of what you do? Right? Your network, you have to take it seriously. Also, opportunities that you are looking for are out there, and if you are not able to position yourself for the opportunities to find you, and you don't know the right people to get the opportunities, what are you doing? So you have to know the opportunities you are going to look out for, because there are so many opportunities across industries and all are not for you, but there's one that is for you. And what is that? Do you know it? If you know it, type it in the comment section. Do you know your opportunity? I want, before we go on, type I know my opportunity if you know your opportunities that you are looking for. Or you're going to just jump onto any opportunity. Do you know your opportunities? If you don't know your opportunities, please sit down and pick a pen and paper or a pen and notebook and define the opportunities you are looking for. Define the opportunities you are looking for. Define the opportunities you are looking for. It's very, very important. Very, very important for you to define the opportunities you're looking for, because there are so much opportunities out there, and you may think that all the opportunities are for you because you may see some money, you may see some travel things there, and so that you say you go for it, but that's not it for you. You have to sit down and know the opportunities you want. You have to. So that is what I mean by take data on that. That is what I mean by you use data to change your life. That's what I mean by you record yourself and use that data to change your life. You are in the health industry. If you see an opportunity on climate, would that affect would that like does you and health well, health and climate, you can find a balance. But then probably you are a full-time health practitioner. You are not a health researcher. If you see climate opportunities, it's not concern, like it doesn't concern you. In fact, if you're able to even say, oh, I see a lot of climate opportunities, I'm in the health sector, can I go into health research to talk about how climate is affecting the health industry? You have that's you identifying something about like some an opportunity you want to go for, and then you have to even put in the work to now move to be building that whole portfolio of yourself, of your research or of your project is very important as well. And also, how are you applying to jobs and opportunities, right? I I have a personal YouTube, right, where I review my week and all those things. And I realized something, that I really find it difficult to apply to jobs or apply to things. But it's easy for me to apply when I know I'm going to get it. And I even know that I'll get it before I move. Like the jobs I have applied for that I know I'll get it, I got them. And the jobs I have and the jobs and the things I apply for that I'm just winging it, I didn't get it. Truly. And that is because I just knew I'm an educator, I'm a mentor. I can actually get people to do things. I host events, I teach and all those things. Anything around that part of things, I have the evidence to show for it, so I'm going to get it. But if I'm applying to to go into a 9 to 5 job, I have to do so much research. So what how are you applying? How is your application going? Like, are you just applying as well? Or you just want sometimes I'm not trying to say that you applying to any other all the jobs you're finding is wrong. But then it's easier. What I'm saying is that it's easier when you record that, oh, this is where I want to go. And so therefore, these are the opportunities I'm going to apply to. It becomes easier. But probably you too, you don't know where you're going. It's fine for you not to know where you're going, but you have to keep moving. So you have told yourself that every week I'm going to apply to any job I find. Great. But then you just don't even go there. You just don't go to any job you apply to blindly. You have to gather your data and know how to position them better. So today, what episode 1 of using data and AI to change your life is that record your life in these 3 major departments: your operations, your finance, and what's your sales and marketing. Why? Because when you're able to sell yourself better and market yourself better, the selling will bring you the right opportunities that is going to make you money or even get you there to the next level. Your marketing is going to help people trust you that you are good at what you do. Then your finance is going to stabilize you to know how to manage your finances better. Then your operations is going to make you move on daily and keep going at the pace that you are satisfied with to get to that lifestyle you want. Sometimes the lifestyle you want, you are already living it, but you are not just paying attention to it. For example, I have a lifestyle that my Mondays are my Mondays. It's not when I'm going to be struggling to get a bus to work. I want my Mondays to be as calm as possible because I'm starting the new week and want the week to have the great energy. Fast forward to some time, I forgot about that until I went back to sit down and record myself and realize that, oh, yes, I had it that on my Mondays, I'm going to make the right steps to make sure that my week is good. And when I put that into practice again, I am seeing changes. So using data to change your life is not, I'm not coming, it's not like using oh, you're coming to use Excel to change. No, just take your pen and paper. Data analytics is that deep, very, very deep, to give you the right result you need. But if you are taking it as just the tools, you are going to keep going, and you're not going to really, 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 really get anything out of it. And if you're able to personalize it into this, like to this form, you are going to actually what, be able to replicate it in every sector you find yourself, and you are going to be good at it. Trust me. Okay. All right. So take data on this. Questions you should answer, or your data or whatever you're recording should answer. Or you can take a pen and your notebook and answer these questions to yourself. What do people currently know me for? What do people currently know you for? It's a very big question. In fact, you can ask your friends around you that, oh, what do you think I do? Some of your friends don't know what you do. That's the honest truth. Some of your friends don't know what you do. And is sad. Okay. The next question you should ask yourself is that what I want to be known for? Like, so you ask, what do people currently know me for? Ask your friends, ask people around you, what do you think I do? What are the things you know me for, right? Then now ask yourself that, are those the things that you want them to know? Because for me, I remember I kept shouting that I'm a data analyst for like a whole year. Everyone got to know that, hey, she's learning data analytics and she's a data analyst. That's how, like, that's serious. That's serious marketing and sales I was doing, right? I had to let people know that I'm into data. Are you letting people know that you are into computer science? Are you letting people know that you're into cybersecurity? Are you letting people know that you're into finance? Are you letting people know that you are into sales and marketing? Are you letting people know that you're into digital marketing? Let people know. And then now ask yourself, am I clearly communicating my skills and value? Are you? Clearly, do people know that, oh, when it comes to Miss Miliana there, she will give you the right skills set for you to build your career. When it comes to Miss Miliana, she's going to guide you on how to build your career. That's me though. Right? You have to be and clarity is more of like, you see you, I'm sure you've seen it. If you've not seen it, I don't know, but I'm very sure you've seen it, whereby there's a dirty, or there's a cup with wine under a tap, and the tap keeps flowing into the tap keep flowing into the glass until the wine goes off and the water becomes clear, right? So trying to tell you that it takes time for you to clear up whatever it is in the glass for it to become colorless, right? So that is the same thing. You have to keep going for your communication to become clear. When I started, and let me give you a guide for your communication to become clear, just pick one thing. Right. I picked data analytics and stayed on that for over a year. That I am a data analyst, right? And I stayed on that for a year. Now, and then there's also some part of things that when you are letting go of that, it becomes difficult. But then what happened is that when you take one part and you focus on it, and you're able to get people to focus on that with you, when you now blossom, it's more of like a seed becoming a seedling, and then now growing, getting the stem, and then now becomes a tree and is now bringing more fruit, right? You focus on the seed. What is your seed? So I'm giving you a practical example. I focus on data. All right. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that you can focus on me. All right. I focused on data for over a year, right? It's not that I wanted to stay as a data analyst forever. but it is a way for you to be able to stay focused and just get people to know that, oh, let's germinate this seed. So if you are into finance or you are into like, just pick one, because picking everything, it become, you get tired. All right. So when you pick one, you can focus on it, right? Focus on it and build it and build it and build it. What I'm telling you right now is an advice to you myself, and build it. So I did that and I got traction. And out of me being a data analyst, I got into, I call myself a tech educator because I got into Web3. I got into AI. I got into other parts of things, public speaking. My public speaking skills came and became better when I started teaching data analytics. And that is the beauty of things. Okay. So just stay on one and blossom out of it. So now I'm no longer just a data analyst, right? I'm a tech educator. I teach data analytics. I teach digital marketing. I guide people on data presence. I guide people on marketing for their organizations. I do meta arts and all those things. It's now becoming the whole tree with so much branches. But if you want to carry the branches without building the stem, you're going to lose it. You won't be able to sustain it. Okay? All right? So please take that note. The next thing is, what platform gives me the best opportunities? Do you know the platform that gives you the best opportunities, right? What are those platforms? Please note them. All right. I'm not going to mention any platform here for you to use, but just pick that platform and use it to build your right audience. How many people know what I can do? Have you ever asked yourself that? In fact, me myself, how many people know what I can do? I keep surprising myself. If I keep surprising myself, how many people know what you do? In fact, I'm sure you wouldn't be able to tell, because trust me, a lot of people are watching you, and you would think that, oh, only one person is watching me because that's that one person that's liking your post, but a lot are. But at least, do you know the average of people watching you, or people know what you can do? If they don't know, me, I'm in my contact, I'm the president of broadcast message. I will send them broadcast on my WhatsApp. I will send them broadcast on my WhatsApp for them to know that, oh, Miss Miliana is on to this. I send it to them. Oh, hi. I'm Miss Miliana. Miss Miliana is here again to tell you that, okay, I'm going to be sharing things I'm doing. Like, let them know. Don't shy away from it. Let them know. Okay. How often do I follow up on opportunities? When you get opportunities, how often do you follow up? Ask yourself those questions. Record them. And you realize that if you're able to do all these things, it's going to make so much difference, right? And why do people choose to work with me? Do you know why people choose to work with you? I realize that people choose to work with me because of the passion I carry on the work I do. And that's changed so much. Some people actually pick me just because of who I am and what I'm building. So if you think that you have, and let me not talk a lot here. What proof do I have that I can deliver the results? So you have to have your proof, right? So I do have my proof. I do have my results. In fact, if you go onto this YouTube channel right now, you see a lot. You see a lot, and that is just to build proof and proof and results to show that I can do the work. So these are the all right. So you're getting into the prompt. So I think I have to make this quite large. Okay. All right. So you can screenshot this, right? Screenshots this, right? So this is AI, right? So you're getting into the AI part of things. All right. So As we get into the AI part of things, one thing I did with AI in 2024 was to ask AI what to do. Like, how do I make money? Okay, so you all chat with AI. In fact, most of us now, AI is our search engine, like how Google is a search engine, and you ask it a lot of questions around your work and all those things. So AI has information about your work, but if it doesn't, like, ask AI to be your personal operations analyst, right? I want you to treat my life as a well managed business. Review the information I provide about my daily routine, time use, health, work, learning, responsibilities, habits, goals, and all those things. And you give it the information. So screenshot this and you can use it as a guide to use AI to better your life, right? So AI is going to give you, it's going to be more of like a therapist, right? As well. So the next prompt is your finance prompt. Okay, finance prompt, right? It's going to give you all that, how to improve it better. So screenshots this as well, right? And then we go on to the last one. Okay, let me give you like 5 minutes, 5 seconds. So let's count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Screenshot this and use into your AI to get a better result as well. And then the final prompts, right? So I'm giving you prompts, AI prompts that are going to help you to review your life better, right? So all that I have said, you're like, hey, how do I gather the data? How do I gather the data? What would I use the data for? And all those things. This is it. You're going to use it for this, right? Okay. So this is a full complete a full complete review of the prompts, right? So this is like the whole department of your life. So take a screenshot of it and also use it to review your life. It's going to help you. I made this quite short this way because you can go into details. I think if you joined my in-person training last month, July, you can add that prompt to get a deeper prompt, right? So if you missed my in-person training, sorry. The next one is on the 29th of August, by the way. So you can use that to get a detailed prompt as well. But this is for my free people, so just take it as well. All right. Okay. So we have gotten to understand what I mean by use data and AI to change your life. What I mean by using data and AI to change your life is that you record major activities around your life. How do you do that? First, take your life as a business. Then you, you prioritize three important departments about your life: your operation part, your finance, and your sales and marketing part, right? Departments. These three major departments are very key to changing your life. Very, very key to changing our life. Take records of it. Take record of how you operate as a human being to be good, to grow better. Okay? Then take records of your finances and how you manage your finances. Take record of your sales and marketing and move. When you're able to take all this record, now I have shared AI prompts with you. Use that to guard with your data and use it to be like to review your life and know what to do next. Do you get? Do you get what I'm saying? Right. So that's what I mean by using data and AI to change your life. Now, a little tip about you creating your prompts and all that. Should I share that prompt? I think I'm tempted to share it, but let me just see. Let me just share it. It's a deeper prompt that I shared to my people. All right, so let me see if I can zoom in for you. All right, so here's it. So this prompt, when you like whatever you say to AI, and probably you just say, you just go on voice notes with your AI, and you just talk your artificial intelligence, your LLM, right? Your LLM, you just talk. You're just talking, right? At the end, the best thing is for you to actually give right prompt to your LLM or your artificial AI to get better results. So you use this prompt. I think this is causing, sorry, right? So use this prompt. So you can add it as well. It's going to give you a detailed prompt that you will use now to get the better result as well. So you can use that to review as well. So you can screenshot this and go with that. And so I feel like nowadays I'm giving you guys so many free things. But yeah, so record yourself. When I mean record yourself, someone will be like, Do I have to take the camera and record myself?" Do it if you have to, because I do that, right? But what I mean is that find a way to record yourself. If it's true writing, if it's true recording, right, that I do, and just find a way to record your activities, and then use those activities to, like, the beauty of things is that artificial intelligence can play any role you give it. So you give it the role, you give it the task to play, you give it the context, and then it's going to do a great job for you, right? So that's what I mean by using data and AI to change everything about yourself. I did it, and you can do it too. In fact, I am doing it, right? Let's do it together as well, right? So I've given you the departments, the three major departments that you need to focus on. There are other ones, right? There are other ones, but these three major ones are very key for you to change everything about your life, especially the operations. In fact, I think almost everyone is important because if you don't have the money, you won't get the right food to eat. It's so important, right? So take it seriously, and then do not shy away from selling yourself. Do not shy away from building your brand. It's very, very important. Then review your life, like review it almost every time. Review, review almost every time. Oh, you missed the second prompt. Is that for finance? I think that would be for finance. Okay. So we have operations. So I'm taking it from the very first one. So the operations one. So this is the operations one. Then we have the finance one. All right. We have the finance. Then we have the sales and marketing. We have the sales and marketing. All right. And then we have the complete review prompt. So those like the whole department, everything together prompts. All right. And I added the last one that others missed, right? If you didn't join our in-person live training, I'm giving this for you for I'm giving this to you. So then we have this one. Let me share that. This one again. All right. So these are the prompts I'm giving you to use it to actually. And then note that I didn't just start with AI. I said what? Gather the right data. Okay. Gather the right data. So when you are able to gather the right data, then now you've used that to feed your AI better with the right prompts, and that is going to give you a review. But I don't want you to just end there. I want you to actually pick it up and get activities you need to do. Okay? The activities you need to do. All right? The activities you need to do. Okay? On a daily basis, on an out, like, take it seriously, right? How do you get to build that activities, right? Sometimes it's welcome, welcome, welcome. um Sometimes it's really difficult for you to actually just go, like, just switch up and like move with the, but you just take it one after the other. Okay, just take one after the other. What I mean by that is, okay, all right, I want to change my life. I want to start something I believe in so much. Well, something like, maybe I want to start recording like YouTube videos and make it, right. So let's take, I'm going to use my own life as an example, because that's the one I can relate to, and for you to also get to know me in the light I want you to know me for. So I have a YouTube channel, right? And I've been doing that. Just, I started a YouTube channel to just like, I was like, okay, let me just create to see if I can be consistent. And I've been consistent for quite some time now. So now I'm like, okay, then let's take it serious now. Okay, so let's take it serious in terms of, okay, let me review this whole thing I'm doing and let me do it better, right? So now I'm not just, I'm like, okay, then this week is going to be YouTube week. I'm going to review my YouTube and see what I can do better to grow. Do you get? And so now for the week, I know that my major thing is YouTube. I do other activities, right? I have other companies I work for. I have other communities I deal with. I have other things I deal with. But my week majorly is YouTube. So when I wake up, anytime I get, I'm going to focus on YouTube, right? Whilst I do other things as well. That is what me putting activity into action, right? Me putting it in there, right? And so there's, and also there's also going to be some times whereby you would be able to finish doing the review and all this, and that's fine. It's fine, right? I have this board here to just remind me that, oh, these are the major things I need to do. Do you get? And I want to put a, I don't know whether to say a disclaimer when I mentioned that you have to build your STEM, then you have to like make sure your seed germinates and becomes a seedling, build your stem, and then it becomes a branch. You have to know when your seed becomes a seedling. You have to know when your seedling becomes like growing a stem, and you have to know when your stem is uh, great enough and is producing branches. So what happened? So this is like, let's get into a bit personal. What happened is that I started with a seed of what, data analytics. I built a seed, it germinated and became a seedling to grow a stem of me teaching data analytics. Now I have branches of me being a public speaker, a tech educator, a community builder, and all other things involved, a consultant and all that. So now I have a branch. I don't need, I have found myself staying in the STEM place whereby I want to teach like I used to do before. I can't do that anymore. So therefore, this is my announcement. I wouldn't be able to be taking live sessions with our data foundation class, but we have so many recordings that we are going to share in our data foundation class. So when you join our data foundation class, you get a special recording from me, and then you get all the recordings from our live sessions together. So you get to have a lot. In fact, it's like, I feel like it's going to overload you. But if you really, really want to learn data analytics, these recordings will help you, right? S- So therefore, instead of me to be teaching Monday to Friday, I get to have you get to have all the recordings, and then we get to have monthly alumni sessions where I get to know what you're doing, get to ask questions and build from there. So instead of having all that, you're going to scratch that. So at the end of August, live sessions is going to be like this, right? YouTube live sessions and then alumni sessions as well. And we call it a wrap. And therefore, that gives us opportunity to bring more courses to the digital college. So we have a course that we were supposed to launch 3 months ago, and we are going to be launching it in September. So watch out for that. It's a digital marketing course. So watch out for that. So this is just to announce to you all that the branch is now developing a lot and we want to have fruit. And then watch out for opportunities to be an intern also for the digital college as well. All right. So that is what I have for you today. Any questions before we wrap up for today? Any questions? All right, so I'm guessing, in fact, I think I have a track record of not getting a lot of questions from my students. One reason is I try to break my teachings to for everybody to get as well. And another reason is that I just get to flow with you all. All right. So thank you so much for joining us today. Our next this series is this is a series, right? So we are going to bring episode 2 in September. So watch out for it. I'm looking forward to doing about 2 episodes in September, but let's see how it goes. But yeah, one episode is going to come up in September. You're going to have what's next for digital college is that on Tuesday we have alumni check-in. Alumni check-in is for alumni. If you're a learner, an old learner with the digital college, just you have to be there. You have to be at the alumni check-in. Please be there so that I can get to know what you've done. I can get to support you. I can get to share your content or whatever you've built. And then you may never know. I may be needing someone in your field and you show me your portfolio and I'm like, okay, let's get on board to do that as well. So alumni checking is on Tuesday, the 18th of August, 6 p.m. Please do not miss it. If you're an old student here, an old learner with us, please do not miss it. And if you are new here, we are the digital college and we are here to give you the right digital skills across board. So we are bringing so much courses to you as well. We were in data, but now we are going all across to bring you so much courses that you're going to benefit from as well. So watch out for that. And when you join us, you get to be part of the alumni group where you get to have a check-in every month. And so it's not like you're going to leave you. No, we don't leave anybody here. We are building together as well. I am Francisca Mailiana Zonki, mostly known as Miss Mailiana, your best tech tutor as well for today. And today I just wanted you to understand the personalization of your personal growth that is going to affect any other growth, right? So I said record yourself in the three major departments of your life: operations, sales and marketing, and what finance, and then use that data to utilize your AI tool better. So the next episode is going to come in September, and till then, I'm going to see you in the digital college. Please stay blessed and have a wonderful week and the rest of the year. All right. Thank you so much. And it's bye for now.